Hi, star friends. This is Anastasia with an astrology update. We're discussing Jupiter today. Jupiter is, in my opinion, one of the most important planets to look at in terms of your own personal astrology and in terms of understanding what is going on with the astrology of the year. Jupiter moves one constellation per year, and right now Jupiter is in Cancer. Now, this is according to astronomical data. This is not according to Western normal astrology. Normal Western astrology is not in alignment with where the actual planets are in space, and that's why we use astronomical astrology. Understanding that, Jupiter in Cancer is really about tapping into your inner self, tapping into your connection to God, tapping into the inner artistry, really working on healing yourself, dealing with the emotional body. Now, what's interesting is that it's opposing Pluto in Capricorn, and it will be eventually opposing the North Node in Capricorn, and that will happen later this year. And so when you've got one major planet, which is really like who's driving the whole year this year, and it's opposing Pluto and it's opposing the North Node, there's going to be a lot of resistance. There's going to be a lot of lessons. There's going to be some difficulty going in the direction that we're wanting to go, because we've got Jupiter in Cancer saying, hey, I'm driving, I have the energy, I have the power this year, and I don't really want to go in that direction. So for those that are very artistic, for those that are healers, for those that are very in their feminine energy, there are a lot of lessons this year about practicality. There's a lot of lessons about changing your opinion of the things that are boring, the things that are rigid, the things that are stiff, and figuring out a way to balance that with inside of yourself, figuring out a way to balance that inside of your life. Now, you might be saying, oh, okay, well, how does Jupiter in Cancer affect me? Well, it depends on where your Jupiter is. It depends on where Cancer falls in your chart. If you happen to have Cancer in your first house, Jupiter in Cancer is a revelation of self. It's rebirthing the self. It's coming into a whole new layer of the self. Now, to understand where you have Cancer in your chart, you want to look at your ascendant and make sure that you look up sidereal astrology, or you could look up astronomical astrology as opposed to tropical, which will not give you the accurate data. But if you figure out which house you have Cancer in, you can find out what Jupiter is working on for you this year. And it really makes a big impact, because whether Jupiter is in the 4th house, it's underneath the chart, or Jupiter is in the 10th house, which is above the chart. So really important to know what your astrology is, know where your houses are, know how that's impacting you. Please, please, please feel free to look up online, or if you need help, you can contact me for a reading. Have a wonderful day.